Alright folks, I'm back. As always, sorry that took a little longer than usual. But yeah. I'm back now after a good 15 minutes. I'm all refueled and ready to go. I drank some gamer fuel. I'm just kidding, I don't know. I just brought that up because... excuse me. Every time, dude. Nothing until I sit back down. Jesus Christ, it must be the movement. Jesus. Excuse me for that. No, not gamer fuel. Actually, you know, I ate something nutritious. Not to say that gamer fuel isn't, but you know, I'm just making fun of it because I see it everywhere. They've been sponsoring a lot of Twitch streamers lately, so. Anyway, let's continue, shall we? Again, this is FF14 or Final Fantasy 14 1.0 all cutscenes by Encrypted Duck, and we're about 4 hours and 27 minutes in, including last stream, so I think we might finish it today. Not if I keep rambling, so let's go. Oh yeah, I gotta do the audio check real quick. Yep, it's piping through. Okay, so this must be the Waking Sands then, yeah? Hey, there's the dudes from Gridania and Limsa, I think. Yep, there's Blackburn, the guy we were told to meet from the Limsa intro. The dude in green is the guy from Gridania. What was it? The Hermit, whatever? Woodsman? Whatever he was called. I don't know if they actually gave him a proper name afterwards. See, you finally arrived. My tablet is about to die. Aye, welcome to the Waking Sands, an haven for those who've chosen, or been chosen, to walk the glorious path of the 12. Hermit of the Wood, that is still his name. Walking the path of the 12, huh? When I found you knocked senseless in the 12's Wood, I knew something was different about you. It is why I let the good lady Minfilia know of your predicament. So we're following the progression from Gridania then. Tell her all you've seen, whether you believe it yourself or not, and she'll set things as straight as she can. Alright then. While it pains me to cut this heartfelt reunion short, I have pressing matters to sort out back in Gridania. The younglings ain't so young anymore, if you catch me meaning. Farewell, Encrypted. Well, see you around, dude. That fucking walk, it's too casual. It's like they're just kind of la 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 la, like just what the hell? Look at that, hold on, look at that logo up there. Yep, 12 sticks. The path of the 12. Interesting. The prototype storyline. Only a prototype now because they changed it so much. But it's not the path of the 12 anymore. You must be the man of whom the hermit spoke. As you may have heard, I have many questions. I want you to answer them immediately. Who is your daddy, and what does he do? I have to make that fucking joke again. That is not the cadence he uses, though. I think he says, who is your daddy, and what does he do? Very slowly. I think that's how he says it. I haven't seen that movie in forever. Fucking Arnold. Ah, but I seem to have forgotten my courtesies. Please forgive me. My name is Minfilia, acting antecedent of the Path of the 12. Antecedent of the Path of the 12. That's a hell of a title. What the hell does antecedent stand for again? Or what does it mean? I gotta look this up. Your bemused expression tells me you have not heard of us, which is to be expected. Ours is an underground organization dedicated to the documentation and research of divine intervention, or miracles, if you wish. That makes sense. That's a very fancy way of saying we're, you know, documenting and researching miracles. We have walkers of the path, I'm guessing. I'm looking this shit up real quick. We have walkers in each of Eorzea's city-states who investigate and report such phenomena. The young hermit who directed you here is one of many who serve as our eyes and ears. I shall not bother to elaborate on precisely what I mean by divine intervention, for I believe you have already experienced the phenomenon yourself. So witnessing the past and all that shit. You have a rare and special gift, Encrypted Ducky, and it is that gift that has led you here to us. Okay, Minfilia. Was it that right there? Our antecedent is a thing or event that existed before or logically precedes another. Okay. There must be a different definition for this. Oh, I see. It could probably just mean that she... Well, the way they're defining it this way wouldn't make sense directly. But it's probably one of those words that has multiple meanings. That's probably why. And I'm only getting one here. Whatever. Not gonna pause the stream for this shit. So what the hell was that flashlight? I reckon I found me another Woken, Minfilia. The lad collapsed during the celebration. Oh, we're viewing the past. When the hermit told Minfilia about us. After years of naught but rumors, the past several moons have seen the hill of reports on my desk grow into a veritable mountain. Why the sudden influx? And why now of all times? Which of the 12 is waking men anew? Which, if any at all? How did you... But you're supposed to be... Oh. It seems you have a keen eye, my friend. What the fuck is happening? Jesus. And it seems you have passed our test. Yes, you are wondering how what you just witnessed, a conversation between myself and the Hermit of the Wood, is even possible. Considering the fact that one of the involved persons left the Waking Sands nearly a bell ago, well, that, Encrypted, is your gift. And I shall go one step further by suggesting that this is not the first time you have had such an experience. Come now, it is not, is it? Oh, you need not withhold your secrets from me. Here, you are among friends, and I give you my solemn word that no harm shall befall you. However, it might still prove prudent to refrain from informing those not on the path of your awakening. Very few will understand this gift, but many will seek to judge you for possessing it. And what you possess is a rare talent which we have come to refer to as the Echo. We believe it is in some way connected to the strange phenomena which have been occurring in locations all about Eorzea. Were you not witness to the skies turning dark and showering the land with a storm of stars? Some of our brothers believe that those who partook in this celestial event were touched by the 12, and that is how they came by their gift. A path is not only a place for study, but a refuge for those who have been touched in some way. We aim to uncover the meaning behind these unexplained events while offering protection and guidance to those who hear the echo. But that is not all. My fellow walkers and I share the firm belief that this power was given to us for a purpose. Why entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, after all, if not to have him use it? And so we offer those who have been touched the means to use their power to better the world, to bring peace to Eorzea. But what if that's not the intention of the people giving us, or the entity giving us that power? In this case, the 12, I guess. The 12 gods. So, what say you, Encrypted? Now that you have heard who we are and what we are trying to accomplish, will you consider joining us? I beg your pardon. It was not my intention to force you into making a decision without allowing you time to consider my words. You are free to explore the building and speak with the others gathered here. When you feel ready to answer my question, visit me again here in the Hall of the First Step. Can't help it. Keep making the pause chant face every time there's an actual pause. Oh my god, that emote. What is that? She's like... Very good. I pray together we can learn more of this gift. For though we have scouted the realm for nigh on 10 years, I fear there is still little we understand. Scores of men and women have passed through our doors looking to find answers, and scores have embarked on quests to do just that. Wow, he's going fast now. But their efforts have gained us little, and many have not returned. Of those few who have, not one is willing to speak of what he saw at the end of the path. It is as if they all bore witness to a truth too terrible, or too shameful to be told. There are those here who would have me use the Echo to delve into the past of the returned. Yet it would be wrong of me to use my gift to tear that truth from them against their will. Were I to condone such an act of violation, we would be no... Pause champ, because I paused it for a little too long there. We would be no... Pause champ? Better than the monsters people think us already. But enough talk of the knowledge we lack. Let me tell you what we do know. The Echo allows you to breach the wall of a person's soul and hear the resonations of their past. You will be there in their memories, seeing things as they saw them. You may even interact with that which lies therein. However, the past is like a stone tablet. You cannot uncarve what is already written. No use crying over spilled milk then? As an unexpected side effect of the gift, it seems the ability to reach into the soul of another also allows some of us to understand their words without having to comprehend the sounds they utter. In short, the Echo has granted these fortunate souls mastery of every language existing on Hydaelyn. Unfortunately, that is the sum of our understanding of this gift from the gods. Why, we are not even sure the gift is from the 12. It is certainly true that many of those who hear the Echo also claim to have witnessed star showers. Excuse me. But who is... Paustian? To say that even the star showers are sent by them. So we don't even know if the Echo is actually given to us by the 12. That explains why they were able to get away with rewriting this later. It is a sad admission, but this very lack of knowledge accounts for much of the persecution faced by our walkers. The less that is known about something, the more it is distrusted by the masses. If we were to learn more of the Echo, perhaps we could educate people and help them to realize that we mean them no harm. But until we have learned that which we must teach them, we can expect only hatred. Now I say rewritten, but honestly, the voice we heard at the beginning, hear, feel, think, and the music we've been hearing echo across the sky, I don't think it was ever intended that it was the 12 who gave us this power, but they wanted us to think that back then. Yeah. Anyway, just conjecture. Don't mind me. Pardon my intrusion, Lady Minfilia, but has the adventurer made his decision? Well, yeah. Sort of. Yes, he has, Tataru. Well, speak for me, why don't you? Then please come this way so I can add your name to our records. Tataru. Interesting, considering we learned during FF11, or Final Fantasy 11 videos that we saw, that the little Munchkin people in that game were called Taru-Tarus, or something like that. Seems like an alternative to Tataru's name here. Or Tataru's name seems to be a mild, like, throwback to that race of people in Final Fantasy XI. The previous MMO that Square Enix did. I came as fast as I could. You said you found me a path companion? Allow me to introduce you to Encrypted Ducky, an adventurer, a lately woken walker of the path, and your new companion. Hello. It's an honor to meet you, sir. I guess we're buddies now. apparently. We're partners. Are you waiting for someone? A comely maiden, perhaps? Oh, then may I suggest our finest table? Which one is our finest, you ask? Why, all of them are. Easy, Momodi. I'm not here on a date, alright? There she is. Guess she was waiting for us. Amazing. So you too witnessed the star shower, and it was from then that you began having visions of the past. Ever since my... what did they call it? Awakening? Ever since my awakening, I've spent many a moon pondering over what this gift is and why it was granted to me. And then I met Minfilia and learned of the path, and it all became clear. I was given this gift that I might help those who have not. And now the time has come, sir. I can finally set out to do... what I was meant to do. What we were meant to do. That's why we're partners now, huh? From what I have discerned during my time at the Waking Sands, now that we have been matched, it will not be long before Lady Minfilia bids us carry out some task for the path. I would be honored if you'd join me. Begin your journey? Yes. I like how it asks you. Well, whenever you get asked like that, it always makes me wonder, what happens if you say no? Like, just to see the reaction, you know? Excellent! I realize that, as an adventurer, you will have other duties to which you must attend, and so I shall keep my distance until the path calls upon us. However, if you ever need to contact me, you can use the link pearl given to you by Lady Tataru. Now it is time I be off, but I shall speak with you soon, Encrypted. Alright, buddy. See you around. You see how their name is just Path Companion, by the way? I heard about this later when I read into it. Because it's starting to come back to me the first time I saw this video. But basically, the Path Companion is a character you create, just like you make your own character. It's an alternate character you make that's weaved into the story like that. So the dialogue is pretty much the same no matter how you make them look. But you can make them any race, any gender, yada yada, just like your character. You can, you literally make a second character. But they're just for the sole purpose of being this NPC who becomes your partner in the main storyline, like right now. However, you know what? I'll stop there. Because I'm remembering the rest of this video a little bit more clearly now, and I don't want to spoil shit, so I'll stop there. This new chapter. Together we stand. What was that short chapter called? Fade to White. Okay. Almxio? Can't pronounce that. Must listen! Terrible tidings! Terrible tidings! What's this flying cabbage trying to tell us? I apologize, my friends. I do not understand your words. Brothers, sisters, is there anyone here who can speak the language of the sylphs? Didn't you say the echo let you understand, though? Encrypted! Would you be so kind as to use your gift and interpret for us what the sylphs are saying? So she's saying she doesn't have it, then? I thought she implied she had it, too. This one seeks help. Seeks help from the Woken Ones. Us. Okay. This one's home. This one's podlings. All in danger. Danger! We're talking to cabbages. Sentient cabbages. Metal ones. Metal ones approach the grove. What? Grove Street's in danger? Let's go. This one's for the grove. I had to, guys. I'm sorry. I know. It was a pretty cringy Grand Theft Auto San Andreas reference, but I had to. That's one up for the grove. Metal ones? But that would mean... Are you quite certain, Encrypted? Gods, the Empire is attacking their home. Sounds like it. Very well. I shall not stand idly by while the Garleans savage the realm. A rescue party shall be dispatched immediately. Encrypted, might I ask that you and your Path Companion journey ahead to Moonspore Grove and assess the situation for the following party? You need not engage the enemy. Only observe from afar and gather information from any sylphs who may have evaded capture. Oh, look at this. This is what an actual quest window looks like mid-cutscene. Excuse me. The blue background. This is so... Damn it. This is so jarring compared to what it looks like now. Let's see. Together we stand. A party of sylphs has snuck its way into the Waking Sands and is pleading for help. claiming that their home, Moonspore Grove, is being invaded by Imperial soldiers from Garlemald. Lady Minfilia has asked that you and your path companion head to the Black Shroud to investigate. Client Minfilia requires all level 22, all job classes level 22, so any. Reward 11,000 experience points and 60,000 gil. Wow, they were quite generous with gil back then at such a low level. Well, level 22 is almost the halfway point of the game, level 1 through 50, so maybe it's just right. Accept or refuse. Boom! Many thanks, many thanks. I accepted, of course. These ones must return to the grove. Follow, Woken ones. Follow! Come and help these ones. Come quickly. They refer to themselves as these ones. I like that. It's a cute way of talking. Did you hear the text bot, or when you hit accept? Boom! It's like a very... I said this before. It's a very futuristic sounding... Like, aesthetic-wise. It just sounds very modern and futuristic. But then the rest of the game is like very old-timey and almost medieval. It's like... There's so much contrast there with the user interface, you know? And the rest of the game, it's a little weird. And there's other issues that came with that, but we'll touch upon that when we get to the snippets of the documentary. You have my thanks, Encrypted. And remember, you are not to attempt this mission alone. The matter is too important to permit such risk. You must promise me you will contact your path companion before you quit Ul'dah. Over? Whoa, what the fuck? Did they just tell... Oh, it's an aetheryte. Look at the graphics on that aetheryte. Holy shit. That is... Hold on, let me go back just a bit before she pops in. Come on. Oh my god, frame by frame is too slow. There. That is, It just looks like a fucking snow crystal. Like a crystal covered in snow. That is such low detail. Or it's just like... it's like a different kind of detail. I don't know, like they kind of just put some markings on it, and maybe that's why it looks weird. But goddamn. Aetherites have come a long way. They look way better now. Like, a lot prettier than this. This is insane. I like that helmets have cut out ear molds for... You know, for Mikotes. For cat people. Encrypted! It is good to see you again. I hope I did not keep you waiting. Have you already attuned with the aetheryte? We may need to return quickly if things go awry. There was no animation for her teleporting in. Just boom, she just fades in. Fucking freaks you the hell out. Now they added that poof where it's just like, whoosh, you know, a little explosion of ether. But before then, I guess you just popped into existence when you used an aetheryte teleport. I managed to speak with a retired veteran of the God's Quiver and learned the general location of Moonspore Grove. We are to travel east to Nine Ivies, and then north and east to the very edge of the forest, so northeast. There, if we do not lose our bearings in the... Pause champ, because I had it paused too long. Maze of briars along the way, we should find the entrance to the Sylph's Haven. What the hell are briars? These ones are betrayed! Betrayed! The forest is angered! These ones are undone! Undone! According to my map, we are still moms from Moonspore Grove. Why are you so far from your homes? Woken ones are too late! Legs too slow! Sorry, we only got 2. The metal ones found the grove. These ones escaped. Other ones did not. Escaped? But it is said your tribe can summon power unmatched by even the Machina of Garlemald. Why did you not stay and fight? Easy, Tone. Oh, we don't have a name for her. I was surprised they don't ask you to... Or maybe they did ask... They do ask you to name the character, the path companion, but they don't, like, require it. Or this person literally left it on default and decided to name them path companion instead of actually giving them a proper name. I don't know how it worked. The metal ones used trickery. These ones led them straight to their homes. These ones try but little time to hide podlings. If Empire finds little ones have no hope. None. Please, rescue the little ones. Save the podlings. These ones will use their conjuring. These ones will draw the soldiers away. Woken ones must move unseen. Save the podlings. Return them to these ones. Okay. We'll do our best. Are you mad? There are 2 of us and a whole army of them. What would happen if we were to be discovered? No spells will protect us from the Magitech cannons of those juggernauts. At best, we will be captured and left to rot in an internment camp. And at worst, these ones will aid the Woken ones. These ones have many magics, powerful conjuring. These ones will blind the metal ones, make the metal ones strike at air. Slow the metal ones, make the metal ones' legs go slow. Okay. Stun the metal ones, make the metal ones' minds go wrong. I have no love for the Empire, nor do I wish any harm to come to these podlings, but the odds of us even making it in there alive are infinitesimal. What are your thoughts on this, Encrypted? Answer the Sylph's plea? Yes. We got this. You are right. We need not fear these metal men. Let us show Lady Minfilia that together there is nothing we cannot achieve, even though it's against their orders of not engaging them. Sure. Many thanks, many thanks. This one shall mark your map. Moonspore Grove. Where the fuck are we? Doesn't even say. Or it doesn't show. Look at this map, dude. It's a fucking mess. What the hell is this? It's... Jesus Christ, like... You'd probably have to open your map like 50,000 times just to trying to get there. You'd get so lost so quickly in this mess. Jesus. It's literally a spider web, okay? It literally looks like a goddamn spider web. This is crazy. Oh my god, this map is unbearable. Excuse me. Thank god it's not like this anymore. Flaxio. Now make haste! Woken ones must find the podlings. Find the podlings and bring the podlings back to these ones. These ones will weave magics, but these ones know not how long the metal ones will succumb. Woken ones must remain hidden. Remain hidden and all is well. Yet if metal ones see, woken ones must run. Run! Now go! A little smile. Now go, Smilers. Oh, there's one of those airships. The big tower things. So it has fucking legs and it can walk, too. Now that's versatility, if you ask me. Oh! Also, this is the first time we hear the Imperial theme song for the Garlean Empire.
We're close then.
Friend or foe? Friend or foe? Friend? Come to save podlings? Come to save sylphs? I wonder if your path companion helped you fight too. Like your chocobo. In, you know, the game as it is now. Like maybe they actually helped you during battles in the overworld. The metal ones approach. Must take podlings quickly. This one's magic's tricked the metal one's eyes, but not for long. Not for long. Nice. Start stretching. Quick, quick! Rescuing ones must take the podlings. Take the podlings to the one called Flaxio. I mean, you gotta stretch and limber up when you're about to do some heavy lifting, right? The metal ones must not see. Rescuing ones must beware. Beware! This is starting to get a little more intense now, at least. So kind, so kind. The tribe will live on. These ones saved many podlings from the grove. Let's one up for the grove. Fuck those ballers. Many, but not all. What will you do now? Will you flee the forest? Living this close to the Empire's borders, you only invite another attack. Why not move your tribe east or south? Or perhaps north, across the Bloodbrine Sea? I think Eorzea was organized very differently back then. The geography, anyway. These ones are of the wood. Without the wood, these ones are nothing. These ones thought of fighting. These ones thought of many things. But the price is too great. These ones will not summon the primal. The primal reaps more pain than good. That one is best left undisturbed. The Sylph's primal. If they were to summon their god, it would likely provoke the Empire into a full-blown invasion of Eorzea, and if that happened, forget Moonspore Grove, none of the city-states would survive. Metal ones are the lesser evil. It is the primals who darken hearts, primals who poison minds. See the feathered ones. See the scaled ones. All are changed. I'm guessing they mean the Ixal and the Amalja. Oh, the Ixal and Amalja? Changed? Wow, I said it right before the Path Companion said it. Okay, I did not remember they did that. It was just coincidence. Vulcan ones have eyes but cannot see. Vulcan ones refuse to see. Vulcan ones are blind. Blind? How dare you? Easy. No, I must not allow my emotions to get the better of me. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and as long as you continue to fight the Empire, I shall stand at your side, weapon in hand. The metal ones are not the only threat. No, not the greatest threat. Is this pair the scouting party sent ahead by the antecedent? It looks as if they did a little more than scouting, I would say. Yeah, that's true. It matters not. You'll tell us what you found and then leave this place. Your presence here is no longer required. Who the fuck are you guys? Coming to steal the show from us. Did he say no longer required? Perhaps it is best we leave, Encrypted. You may stay here if you like, but I must return to Ul'dah and think over what was said today. Oh, and do not forget to return to the Waking Sands and speak with Lady Minfilia. She will doubtless want your opinion on the day's events. Now there's a line we heard one too many times during going the beginning of Realm Reborn, for, you know, most of us. Pray return to the Waking Sands, like a million times. Welcome back from your long journey, Encrypted. Your path companion made an appearance earlier, albeit briefly. After listening to your respective accounts of the attack, I feel congratulations are in order. You have performed far beyond expectations. I hope the path will be able to call upon your invaluable assistance for a long time to come. Encrypted, I am pleased to see you made it back unharmed. I am aware that you have already made a full report to Tataru, so I will not trouble you to repeat it. While it is not much, let this small stipend serve as a token of my appreciation. Of all our appreciation. May it be the first of many. 60,000 gil is more than a small token, but thanks. I'm not gonna turn my nose up at that. Ah, Encrypted. You must forgive me for having you come all the way to the Waking Sands, but given the gravity of the matter, I believed it prudent to speak with you in person rather than over the ether. New chapter. Means you probably had to go level up and then you get the next main scenario quest. This one's called Toll of the Warden. I assume you are familiar with crystals, the elementally charged clusters of concentrated ether which craftsmen employ in synthesis? Then you will doubtless have gleaned on your travels that crystals can be difficult to procure, especially in the vicinity of the city-states where demand is greatest. This shortage is what forces most guilds, goddammit, to purchase the bulk of their crystals from beast tribes who seem, for whatever reason, to possess them in abundance. And that is where a certain trading organization known as the Ashcrown Consortium comes in. The consortium works as an intermediary between tribe and guild, supplier and buyer. Of late, however, their agents have reported that more and more beast tribes have begun to refuse all trade. Now, if this trend were to continue, it would not be long before the market price of crystals started to rise, forcing crafters to offset material costs by increasing the prices of their products, or risk going out of business altogether. Lest you wonder why such monetary matters need concern you, I should explain that the Ashcrown Consortium shares a similar goal to that cherished by all who walk the path of the 12, namely peace in Eorzea. Okay, so we're getting into economics, which means she's probably going into how we're funded into doing all this. And after the bravery and dedication you showed by aiding the Sylphs in Moonspore Grove, I thought that you might be interested in assisting our fellow organization in their time of need. AKA become a crafter or something? I have already sent a missive informing them of your imminent arrival. Tataru will provide you with directions to their headquarters. They're back. Might you be encrypted Ducky from the Path of the 12? I am Hedon of the Ashcrown Consortium, and I thank you for accepting this mission. I hope your journey from the Desert City was not too taxing. Oh, I guess we're back in Gridania. How the fuck do you say that word? The interlocutors? Have been expecting you. This way, please. Interlocutors. I don't know. Encrypted! I was beginning to worry that something had happened to you. Well, you're here earlier than me. Hold on. Okay. Thought I was gonna burp again. Well met, Encrypted. Your companion has told me much about you. I am Shanga Mishanga, one of the Consortium's 2 chief interlocutors. My associate here is... This one is Troxia. Troxia of the Grove. I'm embarrassed to admit I've never had the patience to take up a discipline of the hand, so I know little about crystals beyond the fact that many guilds are willing to pay good coin to those willing to sell them. It seems the Ashcrown Consortium handles nearly all of the crystal trade in Eorzea, even though one of the interlocutors is, well... You look surprised, my friend. Did you not expect the Sylph to be one of our leaders? Well, you need not apologize, for you are not the first, nor will you be the last. While many know of the Ashcrown Consortium, very few realize that it was the Sylphs who founded the business, many, many years ago. Now, the network they so painstakingly built encompasses all the city-states in Eorzea. If it were not for the Sylphs' pioneering efforts, the free peoples of Eorzea may never have succeeded in establishing trade relationships with the other beast tribes. If one knows what a beast man wants, negotiation is simple. True enough, I guess. Was simple. Many things have changed of late. Perhaps you have heard of the Primals, or as the Empire has branded them, Acons. Of course, who hasn't heard of these gods the beast tribes have been trying to summon? It was discovered that the primal ones require crystals to maintain a foothold in the corporeal realm. This has made the tribal ones less willing to part with the items, less willing to trade. And to make matters worse, we have seen a marked change in their behavior. The tribes have grown more aggressive and violent. Many of our representatives, including Sylphs, have been injured during negotiations with our contacts. That is why we petitioned Lady Minfilia for assistance. You mean for us to forcibly persuade your contacts to cooperate? Well, my companion and I have already taken on the Empire. What challenge could a few beastmen pose? Someone's cocky. No, violence is not the answer. That is why these ones requested ones with the gift. Ones with the gift can understand. Exactly, it's like, dude, we're not supposed to be just fucking people up. This gift was not meant for just that. I mean, Minfilia wasn't like, alright, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna kick some ass. It's like, no, we're supposed to be trying to bring peace to Eorzea, not war. Jesus Christ. You don't bring about peace with violence. At least not if you open with it. We cannot allow the consortium's relationship with the tribes to grow any more volatile than it already is. That would only serve to hinder our ultimate goal of peace between the tribes and the cities. Okay. You have my apologies. I wrongly assumed you wished us to help you wrest the crystals away from the beast tribes by force. I concede that would not prove the most sensible of solutions, given that our shared objective is peace. Thank you. At least now you're starting to realize. What would you have us do? Negotiate! Parley! As only the Woken Ones can. There is a place in Eastern Thanalan where the Amalja converge to excavate crystals. A small party from the consortium has already left for the location. We would ask you to join with them. A Lalafell and 2 Sylphs. 2 Sylphs and a Lalafell. Woken Ones must find them. Find them and help them. Okay. Understood. Encrypted, make your preparations and meet me at the Aetheryte in Camp Drybone. We will begin our search for the Ashcrown party from there. Sure. I'll meet you there. Warmongering path companion. Oh, you want us to go fuck them up? Alright. It's like, no, fool. Do you hear something? I had to fix something down there. My footrest. Come, let's see what it is. Oh shit! The Ixal and the Amalja are scrapping. The walking ones must halt their walkings. These ones cannot allow passage into the caves. You must leave this place, travelers. Grave danger lies ahead. A bloody battle has broken out betwixt the Ixal and the Amalja. Nananobi? 2 Sylphs and a Lalafell. You wouldn't happen to be the party sent by the Ashcrown Consortium, would you? Why, yes we are. Which would you make the party? Which would make you the party sent to aid us? Yep, it's over here. You have arrived just in time. I was worried the 3 of us would not be sufficient to convince the tribes to lay down their blades. Alright, my Sylvan friends, now! How did they just do to them? Squawk! What is this? Madness it is! Confusion? Ashcrown devils. In the name of the 12 and all that is good, you must cease this folly at once. The Ixal and Amalja are not enemies. Your enemies lie in the northeast, the Empire. They are the true threat to Eorzea. What will come of quarreling amongst yourselves? Crystals needed to destroy Empire. Take them from us, you do. Squawk. Here we go with the squawk again. What have you done to forestall the Empire? Ala Mhigo burns while you cower behind arbor boughs. Is that what it? Yeah, arbor boughs. Perhaps you are our true enemies. Yikes, calling us out. Oh shit! Just look at each other. Fucking run! Yeah, can't take them all on, right? Great, now they're all united again, but against us. The warriors at the van are the least of our worries. Do you see the shamans hanging back in the shadows? They have begun their summoning rituals. If both Ifrit and Garuda are beckoned forth from the ether, none will escape this place alive. We must do all that we can to distract them, and we must do it quickly. Once the shamans enter their trance, it will be difficult to disrupt their concentration. If it is in battle that you excel, join the fighting at the van, and try to weaken both sides into submission, taking care not to hand victory to either one. Yet if you abhor violence, as I do, speak with the shamans and convince them to play the... Lost you? To play the what? Convince them to play the tiles? If you can best them at parlay, they may lay down their staves. Oh my god. You could choose to undertake this quest two ways. Either go in there and scrap, start fighting them, or you could actually play that fucking stupid minigame, the parlay minigame that they give you in your room later in Realm Reborn. Which, isn't that the one where you're supposed to, like... How did it go? It might have been different back then, though, because that doesn't seem like a good versus minigame. But still, they actually... That's kind of funny. Go play parlay. Save the world by playing cards. Or, you know, the tiles. As he said. Convince them to play the tiles. That's why he said that. I think you're supposed to, like, order... It's one of those little tile puzzles where you can only, like, you only have one free space and you gotta move them around and rearrange them until it's set to, like, 1 through 12 or something, or 1 through 14 in rows. Something like that. Can't remember right now. Excuse me. Your fault. These wounds hinder. Slay you without them. Squawk. Silence. Is it pity you seek? For you will find none here. Enough of your bickering. Both sides are bloody as butchers, with neither any closer to accomplishing that which you set out to achieve. You were unable to stop a mere handful of us from interfering with your petty squabble. What would have... God, they actually paused a while for that one. Happened if it had been the Empire who came calling. Fools! Your intentions transparent. Convince us never! Squawk. The world has forsaken us. We shall not submit to you or any other. Alone we stand. Alone we fight. But alone, Scaled Ones will be dying. Must work together. Together, these ones can defeat the Empire. Divided, these ones shall fall. True. Hear me. By allowing the Consortium to oversee the flow of crystals in the realm, we can ensure their equal distribution to all. No single tribe will possess any more than another. You have worked with us before. You know what I say is truth. Absurd. Enough of your trickery, Gridanian fools. Do you truly believe these sparrows can summon aught but a feeble fowl? Oh, shit. Blasphemy, Squawk! Destroy the Empire, Garuda shall. Keep her strong, the crystals will. Nay, as hardened steel is born from fire, so too is the strength of the almighty Ifrit, and this realm's crystals should be offered in his name alone. Bow, lowly birds, and perhaps you will be spared his flames. Jesus Christ. This is all, my team's better than yours, my primal's better than yours, my god is the righteous one, not yours. Like religious bickering, but also like bickering sports team fans too. Here we go. I like not the look of this. Gods forfend! Sylphs! Your magics! Oh shit! I was about to say, what the fuck is that? Take a look at that beauty. They look different now, don't they? I won't spoil who they are yet until they say something. But, yes, that's them. The big bads. Jesus Christ, that is nightmare fuel, isn't it? That must be why they changed their design. They don't look human at all. By the 12. What is that? Some kind of fucking demonic angel of death? An Ascian! There you go. Stay back. Far, far back. Those ones are of much evil. Those ones are of much power. But let's get the hell out of here. Is it gone? Our mission has ended in failure. I did not wish it to come to this, but it seems we will have to travel to the Beast Tribe's strongholds if we are to convince them to resume the crystal trade. Yeah, that was an Ascian back then. It looked like Seriously, like this really the raggedy robes, a lot different from the more well-kept ones they have now. They float and don't seem to have any bodies, and they have bones sticking out of them, including their wings. They look like ferocious beasts that resemble the Angel of Death as traditionally depicted. The black robe and everything, the hood. Ascians look very different now. Now they just look like humans with robes on them that resemble those ones, but not really. Crystals are important, but peace is more important. The fighting must come to an end. The primal ones have corrupted the feathered ones and the scaled ones, poisoned their hearts, clouded their minds. Corrupted? Just how powerful are these Acons? You'd best not speak that name around the beast tribes lest you incur their wrath. Acon is a derogatory term used by the Garleans to reflect their belief that the primals are not true gods, but mere beasts which the ignorant tribes mistakenly worship. There has been much talk of the tribes being able to summon forth these gods, primals or what you will, from beyond the depths of the ether, but has anyone actually seen the creatures? Vulcan ones are blind. Vulcan ones still sleep. The primal ones live not beyond the ether, but amongst the ether. The primal ones are here. The primal ones rule. God is everywhere, right? Whether they are gods or not is a debate for another time. What we do know for certain is the tribes have stopped selling their crystals to us because they believe the primals need them. And as you have seen, the whole situation has created a great deal of unwanted tension. Now, if the Empire would only leave Silver Tear Falls... Hold on. Excuse me. Then perhaps there would be sufficient crystals for all parties. But when was the last time the Garleans ever did anything to benefit Eorzea? Oh, but enough of this idle chatter. The Ascian may still be nearby. We should return to Gridania at once. Ascian. I think I said it wrong. I said Ascian. Look. Over there. Might these be the remnants of one of your illusions? Nope. Haha! The day was not a complete loss after all. The Ixal and Amalja must have left this sack of crystals when fleeing from the Ascian. Oh, that's why they disappeared. They ran away from it. They were like, oh hell no. You both have my thanks. Though we were unable to convince the tribes, none of us came to any harm. And that in itself is victory. Is a victory, sorry. That in itself is a victory. I look forward to seeing you again at the Consortium. Good day. It seems our work here is done, Encrypted. Now we had best return to Gridania before something comes back in search of that bag. As you hear a wolf howling in the distance. There's that beautiful Twilight Over Thanalan music again. Anyway, I'll be right back because I gotta take a quick restroom break. It's not like when I went to go grab something to eat though, so I'll only be a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. I don't know how these Apple products do it, but like every time there's only like less than 3%, even less than 1% of battery life on these things, they somehow chug along. Like this thing is still chugging along right now. Like they somehow last forever, even after they're supposedly about to die. It's like it miscalculates itself, and it somehow like seems to miscalculate itself, and it's just this thing said less than 5% like an hour or two ago. It's been sitting at 1%. My tablet, like literally about to die, and it just won't for like 30 plus minutes already. But yet everything after that, like 5, 4, 3, 2%, just goes in like 15 minutes. It was gone. But once it's on that last percent, it goes like for hours before it actually turns off. It's like, that doesn't seem very accurate then. They're making us think we have to charge them often when we really don't. It's weird why they're all like that. I've seen the phones do it too, not just the tablets. Anyway, not a new chapter yet, but new scene. Eden. Welcome back, Encrypted. Nananobi was kind enough to provide a full account of your dealings with the Beast Tribes. Dealings? We had a deal with Ixal, Amalja, and Asians. To call it anything less than an adventure would be a gross understatement. There you go. One wrong step and we would all have been knocking on the 7th gate. And all this for a bag of crystals. Why did something so insignificant cause so much suffering? Insignificant? No, no. Far from it, my friend. While not as rare, you would be hard-pressed to find anyone who would not attest to the fact that crystals are often deemed more precious than even mythical. It is their power to create that makes them so valuable. There is a place in Mordona called Silvertear Falls where crystals lie strewn about the land. However, the corrupted wastes are crawling with Garleans, not to mention preternaturally strong beasts driven mad by the land's taint. In other words, it is far too dangerous for any of us to brave. But it boots not to speak of things quite beyond our grasp. You seek something far closer at hand, do you not? Namely, your reward? It is all there. You've earned it. Oh, it said namely your reward. It is all there. You've earned it. Wasn't a question. Indeed so. Might I also ask that you accept this as a token of our appreciation, with hopes that you may aid us again in the future. Listen in, if you will, though more often than not you will hear nothing but idle sylph-chatter. Oh, another link pearl. Farewell, encrypted ducky. May our paths cross once again. I'm guessing they gave us like another link shell channel to tune into. Why, encrypted? What a pleasant surprise! Oh, new chapter. Go level up, come back for the next maintenance request. Forever taken. Why, encrypted? What a pleasant surprise! How may I be of service this fine morrow? You say you were summoned here by a sylph? That is odd. I am unaware of any... Encrypted! Over here! What you got? These ones must convince the Ixal. Convince them... Oh shit, that was fast. Soon, or all is lost. These ones have written missive after missive. Many offers sent, but no replies received. Maybe these ones do not have what the feather ones seek. What I believe they are trying to tell us is that they have expressed interest in playing the tiles with the Ixal to negotiate for crystals. But the Ixal have denied the request because the sylphs have yet to offer an item the tribe wants. That's kind of like a gambling minigame. Whoever loses has to give up something. These ones have an idea. One final idea to convince the feathered ones to play the tiles. Vulcan ones will find us unaspected crystals. I'm not sure if you pronounce that unaspected. I don't know. Unaspected crystals. 10 unaspected crystals from wastes of Mordona. Many thanks, Vulcan ones. Many thanks. Many thanks, but we have yet to agree on anything. That's usually how that goes, don't question it. What are your thoughts, Encrypted? You seem more than usually reticent. Oh, there it is. What level is this? Level 34 quest. 102,000 gil? for completing this? Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna bother reading the quest description. You pretty much gather it from the dialogue, so. Then it is settled. We can leave for Mordona once you have made your preparations. Actually, what if we were to split up and search separately? We would each only need to obtain 5 of the crystals. And we could be back here in half the time. Yes. Let's do that. Vulcan ones are kind beyond words. This one will help. This one will travel with... Oh, no. No. That will not be necessary. My companion and I can travel faster alone. You do want the crystals as soon as possible, I assume. This one is confused. Why would Vulcan ones refuse an offer of assistance? Excuse me. That's cute. These little Cabbage Patch dolls are cute. I mean, little cabbage kids. Yes! These will suffice. The Vulcan ones have once again come to the aid of the consortium. This one offers the most sincerest of thanks. Now, will someone tell me why I had to write the missive? I was under the impression these sylphs were intelligent. Oh, you're a little chirpy, aren't you? Path companion. Why ask Vulcan ones? These ones ask Vulcan ones because these ones are intelligent. Very, very intelligent. Intelligent enough to make Vulcan ones do all the difficult tasks. You bastard. You bastard! How dare you! I suppose I should have seen that coming. You have your missive and your crystals. Is it safe to assume that our work here is complete? Yes. The Vulcan one's task is complete. A reward has been readied. It waits in a chest at the Waking Sands. Why the hell do we gotta go all the way back there? Oh, whatever. Dude must have gone AFK. This is a long-ass pause shape here. There we go. It must have been taking a bite to eat, drinking some water, or scratching their ass or something. Thank you. But would you answer us one last question before we go? The Paragons which you wrote of, or I wrote of in your missive, do they serve the Ixal? Scratch their ass. That was so random. Paragons? The Paragons are not of the feathered ones, nor are they of the scaled ones, or even these ones. It was the Paragons who taught all tribal ones the means of summoning the primals from the ether. Legends say the Paragons arrive in times of strife to lead those ones in darkness to the light of the primal ones. These ones have heard rumors that the Paragons have already called upon the groves of the feathered ones and scaled ones. But you are asking the Ixal to tell you when they arrive again. Why do you seek these beings? If they possess the ability to summon the primals, they could use that power to harm you, just as easily as help you. It's very true. Shit. Fuck. The tribal ones will listen to the Paragons. If these ones can speak with the Paragons, perhaps a pact can be forged. Perhaps the Paragons will help convince the tribal ones of their folly. Of course. Thank you, one and all, for coming. I have summoned you here today because I wish to speak of the link pearls being distributed by the Empire. I understand the message they impart has a disquieting effect on those who hear it, especially those of us who walk the path of the 12, and I hope that what I have to say can help ease the hearts of some, if not all of you. As you all know, and as some of you will personally recall, it was not 5 and 10 summers ago that the Garlean Empire launched an offensive on the northern city-state of Alamigo. You will have heard stories of how the men and women of their... So 15 years ago. Men and women of their armies did their best to repel the enemy. only to find their iron blades and modest magics no match for the Empire's machina. And you will have gleaned from such tales just how swiftly the entire region fell under Garlean control. 5 and 10 summers ago? So yeah, 5 plus 10, 15. They have a weird way of saying that. Instead of just saying 15 summers ago, they say 5 and 10. In those dark days, fears swept across the realm, many believing that the Empire would surely continue its march south. But such fears proved unfounded. Against all expectation, their armies withdrew as fast as they had advanced. And, with the exception of the tragedy at Silver Tear Falls, there has been nary a sound from Garlemald. Until now, that is. Imperial airships and juggernauts have begun dropping link pearls in all the major city-states on Aldenard and... I said that right. Aldenard and Vilbrand. These link pearls state that the beast tribes of Eorzea are secretly plotting to call forth unholy Acons and lay waste to the realm. The message goes on to say that if the city-states were to accept Imperial rule, they would be granted the protection of the Empire, on the condition that the citizenry take up arms against the beast tribes. They're trying to get us to fight against each other. They're pitting us against each other. So the Empire wants us not only to surrender without a struggle, but to fight a war on its behalf as well? And all in exchange for what it calls protection? Welcome to being enslaved by an Imperial army, yeah. Or an Imperial nation state, I guess. An empire, for short. That's right on par with what they would do to you, yeah. And the Empire expects us to believe all of this after what happened to Ala Mhigo? I can see that your words resonate in the hearts of many in this hall, yet it is still too early to ascertain if the Empire's claims are false, as you suspect, and I would not have us act on a supposition. We must be certain before we take action, lest lives be needlessly lost. However, there is one particular matter that deeply disturbs me, and makes me fear for the lives of my fellow walkers on the path. It pertains to those of you who have been granted the gift of the Echo and can read the hearts of the Amalj'aa and... Ixal. You see, in the eyes of the Empire, the ability to communicate with the beast tribes makes you one of them. One of them? This is madness! Me? I didn't ask for this gift. They're all gonna run away now. Please, I ask you to stay your anger and remain calm. I can understand your fear, but the path is here to guide you and protect you. For us to lose our direction is exactly what the Empire wants. True, again. That's like a divide and conquer strategy, yeah. We must remain united. If we can succeed in this, it will not matter if we are branded heathens by the Empire. We shall persevere until our mission is complete. Truth is unveiled and peace prevails. Very hopeful words there. It is critical we remain focused. The Empire cannot break us if we refuse to be broken. Take care, everyone, and may the 12 guide us all. Lady Minfilia, I can see you love the Empire no more than I. But though you talk of standing together as one, you make no mention of how it is you actually mean to achieve the goals towards which you would have us strive. Yes, you speak much of spreading peace across the realm, and yes, you do make efforts to help those, such as the Consortium or the Sylphs in need. Yet you do not seem to realize that these efforts are too little, too late. The Empire is here. They are filling the streets with propaganda, moving the masses against us. If we don't stop them, it's true. And how are we to stop them? Look around you. This is not an army. It is a handful of men and women who have dedicated their lives to making the realm a better place. One small step at a time. What swords have we but our words? What shields have we but our wills? We are doing all we can. But is that enough? There must be something more. You said it yourself. Alone we are weak, but together we are strong. So what do you propose? And my tablet just died. Yes, I did say that. And I had hoped it would be enough to soothe your fears. However, I now see that you need more than mere assurances from me to convince you. Very well, I shall tell you of our next step on the path. That would actually be helpful, yeah. What do you got? If the Empire can see no difference between ourselves and the Ixal or Amalja, should we not stand together with our newfound brethren? Each one of us is one of them, after all. And if we are to be damned by association, should we not embrace those with whom we share damnation? Nice rhymes, Minfilia. Collaborate with the beast tribes? I am well aware of the danger in which this decision puts my brothers and sisters on the path. With the exception of perhaps the Sylphs, there are many generations of bad blood between the tribes and the 5 races. But as you said, the Empire is a threat to all of us in Eorzea, the beast tribes included. Yeah, gotta say, she's onto something. She is onto something for sure. Minfilia, she knows what she's talking about. The most powerful of the city-states fell to the Empire because it stood alone. Perhaps the strength of the tribes is our only option. You have my apologies, Lady Minfilia. I was wrong to doubt you, and I would have you know that my blade is yours. Do not hesitate to notify me if there is anything I can do. Anything we can do. That's right, we're partners, buddy. I shall. Thank you. Seems we were not the only ones with intentions of meeting with the Amalja. That was a new chapter. Lord Errant. A most tiresome of journeys this one was forced to suffer. Yeah, you guys don't have to walk though. This one comes hearing a missive written in its own hand. Bearing a missive written in its own hand. My own hand, you mean? They got you to write it again. I have already spoken with the Sylphs regarding the details, but our plan is as such. What the fuck was that? Was that a glitch or an edit? We will tell the Amalja that we have come to deliver this missive addressed to the Paragon on behalf of the Sylphs. That should be enough to provide us with free... Lost you? Is it off or not? Free passage through their stronghold. Once inside, we then only need to find one of their elders. Easier said than done. How most unfortuitous. The Woken One has been captured. Great. Shit. You must listen to me. We mean you no harm. We only wish to speak with your elders. Looks like we got caught too. Snuck up on us. Great. Now what? Wait, what? Trust those thrice damned sylphs to run at the first sign of trouble. I mean, what could those little Cabbage Patch dolls do? Ah, encrypted. Are you unhurt? You were insensible for nearly 2 bells. Or at least I think it was 2 bells. There's little way to tell in this cell. Oh, so a bell is an hour. I haven't been able to discern where it is exactly we are, but from the amount of walking it took to arrive here, it would be safe to assume we've been led fairly deep into their stronghold. I don't believe they intend to kill us, or we would more than likely be dead already. I suspect they are taking us to see someone important. Which, in a sense, is what we sought in the first place. So perhaps our situation is not as dire as I once thought. Come. Okay. Simple, come. We're not the only ones who were caught. Sounds like we're getting marched to our own deaths or something. It's a death march. Jesus Christ! Landed on that rock wall like a meteor and then ran across the walls like a feral beast. Dude is agile. It's like Satan himself. If he was a four-legged beast. Damn, he's huge! That looks like Ifrit, alright. Hell of a fucking intro. Almighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno and Champion of the Sun, thy humble servants have summoned thee forth from the boundless ether, that thou might cleanse these heathen souls of their transgressions with thine holy flames. We're gonna be sacrificed to him? Well, we're fucking dead. Wait! We did not mean to offend. We merely came bearing a message. We are two of many who walk the path of the 12. There are thousands more just like us. Warriors ready to fight for Eorzea and all those who call her home. Is Ifrit gonna say anything? The Garlean Empire has shown they want this land for their own, and will stop at nothing less than genocide to obtain it. Ala Mhigo was the first to fall. Who is to say that their next target will not be Paglethan? Paglethan. So that's where we are, basically. The heart of Amalja territory. Excuse me. But you have seen the power they wield. No single city-state or tribe is powerful enough to defeat the Empire's legions on its own. Not even yours. But if we were to join forces, we could force the Empire out of Eorzea once and for all. Your people... Pause, champ. Your people have suffered much at the hands of the Garleans, just as ours have. Stand with us and help us put an end to that suffering. You must listen! Oh shit. Nope, didn't listen. Jesus Christ, he just set us on fire. Just like that. Blue fire, by the way. Which is way hotter than red. That frickin' place was on fire? Jesus, my voice cracked hard on that one. I'm starting to lose my voice again, that's why. Well, we're just casually on fire and somehow not dying. Wait, why are we the only two left standing? Throughout history, your kind has repaid our gestures of goodwill with naught but acts of injustice. How are we to take your utterances as true? We cannot! The heathens must die, their blood a gift to Lord Ifrit. Or Ifrit. Are you okay, buddy? Cryptid, what is happening? These people do not seem to have control of their own minds. We must try and find a way to break the bonds. Perhaps something from their past will help them remember who they are. That would have made for an interesting quest. I wonder how that went. Too bad we only get to see the cutscenes, huh? Shit. If it's fucking pissed. So that blue flame wasn't actually meant to kill us, it was meant to brainwash us, but it didn't work on us for some reason. Worked on our friends though, in the back there. Although it looks like they're fine now. You avow yourselves blessed by gods, yet lack the capacity to summon them to your aid. Ifrit's first words. To which do you kneel, mortals? Kneel? If by God you mean primal, we kneel to none. Fools, blind to the grace of those who would grant you protection and bless you with their fortune. Protection? I do not recall any god offering his protection when your servants captured me and my companion and locked us in that cell. Blasphemy! Death to the heathens! Mind your tongue when speaking to the Lord of the Inferno, lest we cut it out. Your blindness is born of ignorance. I smell the taint upon your soul. Is it Garuda? Or Titan? Perchance Leviathan? I do not understand. I have never stood before those you mention. Vex me not, mortals. The Paragon warned of the godless blessed. Those of us who are blessed without any god to show for it, to give credit to. There can only be one true god in this world, and those without cannot be allowed to roam unchecked. The one true god. Where's a Helmo when you need one? Anyway. Yet the Paragon has entreated that I spare you, and so I shall, on one condition. So he's spoken to one of these Paragons already. Vow that you shall forsake the summoning of another. Do so, and your sins will be absolved. Refuse me, and your soul will burn for eternity. It's not a good way to go, man. On your knees, heathens, and give your oath, in the name of Ifrit, Almighty Lord of the Inferno. I keep pronouncing it differently. Almighty Lord of the Inferno! My oath to forsake summoning? You mean we have the power to summon gods? We have the power to summon gods? But how? Why would you assume only the beast tribes could do it? If they can use crystals to summon primals, why can't we? We're not that different after all. At least I never thought so. Mayhap they did. The Woken Ones live! This is most fortuitous! Yes, most fortuitous! You know, thanks to you. Assholes. But the Scaled Ones refused to read our missive! That was most unfortuitous. Crying. This one's written words went unread. Most unfortuitous indeed. So, you two were there the whole time? Why didn't you attempt to save us? You could have used your conjury. Alright, never mind. But if you were there, then answer me this. Is what Ifrit said true? Do I have the power to summon my own primal? The Woken Ones ask a difficult question. No, the Woken One asks a difficult question. The answer this one knows not. Nor this one, unfortuitously. But even if the Woken One could summon a primal, this one would advise against such folly. Those ones who violate the barrier betwixt corporeal and ethereal are transformed. Minds are clouded, hearts are hardened, souls are darkened. I see. Another thing best left untouched. Well encrypted, we made it out in one piece, but I fear if we linger here much longer, the Amalgam may start having second thoughts about releasing us. Let's put this place far behind us and report our findings to Lady Minfilia. Good idea. These ones shall return to the forest. Until next time. Next time? Well, we never did find that paragon. Who are these souls who possess the knowledge to summon gods and bend them to their will? Perhaps it is not the beast tribes who we should be joining hands with. Hold on, this might be another long scene. Yeah. Unfortunately, my snack had a lot of water in it. It was a kale smoothie. I might as well come out with it. And I gotta use the restroom again, so I'll be right back before the next scene drags on. Alright, I'm back. Let's do it. Got about 20 minutes left before I'm gonna sign off. And yeah, I've decided, you know, I'll end it there. Because my voice needs to rest. So does my ass, though. I've been sitting for a while. There's too much of the video left, so we won't be finishing this today. But tomorrow, should be able to get through the rest of this, and even the post-game stuff that transitions to Realm Reborn. Yeah. That'll work. Alright then. Let's keep going. It's working? Yes. Good. Always gotta double check. I'm having a repeat of that fucking... my first stream ever. Kingdom Hearts, and muted the whole time. You claim to have completed a mission, but nowhere in my ledgers do I see anything about a task recently assigned you and your path companion. What? That is all right, Tataru. I shall handle this. Encrypted, your partner has already been by to explain what you two attempted in Pagelson. Is that pronounced Pagelthan or Pagelson? Well, I guess it's the same thing, isn't it? What you two attempted in Pagelson. While I can understand your desire to help, I cannot condone your actions. You could both... she's reprimanding us. Have been abducted, or worse, killed. However, here you are, alive as ever. And while I am loath to admit it, you have provided us with some very important information. Ifrit believes you blessed by a specific deity, and that is where you obtained the echo. Yeah, it seems that way. Perhaps further contact with the primals can lead us to an answer of who or what that deity may be. Unfortunately, as you are aware, continued dealings with the beast tribes will only bring us more danger. As the Empire has eyes and ears in every corner of Eorzea, you must remember this. Encrypted, and choose your steps on the path with... care, I'm guessing? Caution. That was close, alright? That was close. Okay. Yet I cannot help but feel responsible for the trials you faced in Pagelson. I knew Path Companion would eventually attempt something like this, and I did little to prevent it. See, they are supposed to have a name, but this person didn't give him one. For that, I wish for you to accept this as an apology. However, in the future, I ask that you take heed before rushing head-on into a nest of vipers. You may not be so fortunate the next time. Very true. We always have all the luck in the world, don't we? Welcome, Encrypted. So you too heard the mysterious plea. A few level ups later, new mission. Of men, they sing. While we do not know who sent the message, we were able to estimate the general location from which it originated, an area of the Black Shroud due east of Gridania. We already have several advance parties scouring the forest, and I was hoping that you might join them. There will be no need for you to notify your path companion, as he is already on his way there. Okay. So we'll meet them there. So my father is dead? No, it is alright. The decision to stand against those who had taken his home was his and his alone. He was aware of the fate that awaited him. But for how many more does it wait? For how many more does it wait? Encrypted? When did you arrive? I do not see you approach. I came up behind you, fool. Thank you for responding to the distress call. My men and I are with the Ala Mhigan resistance. While returning from a foray into Imperial-occupied territory, we realized we were being tracked. In an attempt to throw the pursuers off our trail, we split into several smaller groups. Well, that was glitchy. The tactic appears to have been successful, but not without a price. One of my best scouts still remains out in the forest, unable to elude the enemy. It was her message that you picked up on your link pearl. Oh, I see. Something that happened in-game and not in the cutscene. We missed that. That's probably what prompted the quest to go back to the Waking Sands and then come here. Gotcha. The scout has vital information on the size of our forces, the location of our headquarters, and the names of our leaders. If she were to be captured by the Empire... that's pretty bad, yeah. What I believe the captain is trying to ask is that we join his men in their search for the missing scout. I, for one, am of the mind to help. She cannot be far. Well, let's do it then. The Resistance can rest easy, knowing that the Empire won't have their secrets. For now, at least. Mission successful, then. I will inform the captain about the hounds. You should return to the Waking Sands and report to Lady Minfilia of the day's happenings. She would surely be interested to know who it was that sent the message. Well, guess I said thank you. You're welcome. Several members of the Resistance Party you and your path companion needed arrived a short while ago. See how it's not in brackets, path companion here? So when they refer to them as the path companion, like this, that's one thing. But when it has the brackets, that's supposed to be the name you were supposed to put in. But this person didn't put a name in. The injured are currently being seen to in the infirmary, and it is there that Lady Minfilia is questioning their captain. While we wait for the antecedent to conclude her talks, there is something she asked me to discuss with you. I do not wish to sound harsh, but... Uh-oh, she has a look of concern on her face. I know. We are not to take on assignments in the name of the path without direct orders from Lady Minfilia. That is correct. We are the Path of the 12, not a group of vigilantes. You would do well not to forget that. While there are some of us who may be trained in the disciplines of war and magic, such skills do not represent our purpose, which is to gather information and provide it to those who are better prepared and better equipped to use it. This time you were fortunate that the size of the Imperial party tracking the scout was not too large. However, it is unwise to place your faith in the spinner's pull, for she favors no one more than another. No one man more than another, okay? But I shall chide you no longer. Your path led you to those in need, and you saw fit to lend them your aid. None can deny the worthiness of this act, and it would be foolish of us to let it go unrewarded. You have our thanks. Encrypted. I did not have the opportunity to tell you this when we were in Gridania, but I know several people in the Resistance. Seemed like it, yeah. You got connections. Well, you know, the people in the Ala Mhigan Resistance. Their being on a mission this far south can only mean that they have something significant planned for the near future, though what I do not know. I have a feeling Lady Minfilia will be calling on us soon, so we had best see to it that we are prepared, of course. You may enter, but see to it that you do not disturb the proceedings. Oh shit, I didn't even notice the text box changed after we came in. Didn't hear the sound. Ah, encrypted. We were beginning to wonder whether you would ever arrive. Oh, sorry for keeping you waiting, Minfilia. Jeez. You came! Does this mean you will be joining us on the mission? Well, yeah. Sort of. I have to, I'm sorry. Oh, it's a new chapter. Features perfect. The operation will be our largest ever, and its size makes it that much more dangerous. Many who leave with us will not return. While I appreciate your enthusiasm, your companion's decision must be his own. We are but simple folk, some of us farmers, some of us smiths, some of us husbands, some of us wives, some of us have children, some of us have none but ourselves. Yet there is something that unites us all. We are all from Ala Mhigo, and we have all made a solemn vow to fight the Garlean Empire until we have regained control of the home that was torn from our grasp. The home we lost 15 summers gone. See, he said 15 instead of 5 and 10. Each day has been an uphill battle in the Empire a veritable mountain. The might of their machina is beyond imagining. and we have lost countless men to the metal jaws and fiery breath of those terrible creatures. However, for not one moment have we let their size or numbers crush our wills, and the sacrifice of every... man and woman has seen us edge ever closer, ilm by agonizing ilm, to the realization of our ultimate plan. We are going to steal one of their airships and use it to drive the Empire from our city. With just one? Don't they have more than one? Is that really going to work? A great many brave men and women gave their lives to infiltrate the Imperial outposts and obtain documents on the flying contraptions, from schematics to control manuals. All we need now is a ship. But as you would imagine, Al Amigo is pretty hard to get into because it's occupied by Imperials, yeah. Lost ship? Al Amigo is heavily fortified with Imperial troops, a whole legion of soldiers stationed in or near the city-state. Which is why we have decided instead to focus on the ships stationed near the comparatively light-guarded Silver Tear Falls. Lightly guarded Silver Tear Falls. Silver Tear Falls. The Empire will not expect an attack in an area so remote. We cannot fail. You're enthusiastic about this. She doesn't seem too confident. You are mistaken. This is not the first time the Resistance has attempted such a daring plan. And if I recall correctly, all previous attempts have ended in failure, at the cost of many lives. Captain, what makes you so certain of victory? Victory is never certain, Lady Minfilia, but I cannot allow fear or defeat to keep us from action. If there is even a glimmer of hope, we must do all we can to reach out and grasp it. That's it? It's gonna be like lambs to the slaughter. But I understand and can appreciate the will to fight, though. Not wanting to be slaves to the Empire. I wouldn't want to be a slave to any Empire, shit. It's unfortunate the way things are set up now, but that's another topic. We must try, and if we fail, then we must try again. Success is not born of inaction. Those who join us are aware of the risks. Path companion. Wait! Should have just made up a name for her. That sounds so awkward. I understand why you are so driven to aid the Resistance. Since the Imperial occupation of Al Amigo began, little information has escaped the city-state. No one has truly known what was going on behind those walls, beyond rumors and speculation. And so, when we hear about the atrocities of which these men speak, we cannot help but be moved by their plight. However, you must not forget that the Empire is a force beyond anything you can imagine. They have conquered lands larger than all of Eorzea. They have defeated greater armies than any that have marched these plains. Damn. I do not ask that you abandon hope, only that you not rush into this. I understand your concerns, Lady Minfilia. All you say is true. Even so, I must go with them, if only to prove that the Path of the 12 can truly bring peace to Eorzea, not just talk of it. Encrypted, you need not join me if you believe your path leads elsewhere. But if this is farewell, then I wanted you to know that you have my thanks. It has been an honor to fight beside you. Damn. Cut him down cold-blooded. And then there's us standing right by the Aetheryte. Having just arrived, I'm guessing. Oh, we got lucky something called them away. That poor dude they just killed right in front of us, though. Damn. What's this? Okay. I forgot there's a chapter name right there, too. There's the airship. We have to wait for it to land to actually capture it, though. See how this is gonna go. See, don't these fuckers look just like the Imperial Army from FF12? The helmet and the armor that that guy was wearing. Exactly like the Arcadians. The Garleans are definitely inspired by the Arcadians from FF12. The hell? The fuck? Encrypted! You do not need to have come. But truth be told, I am glad you are here. I was about to create a diversion so a second unit can move into position, and I need all the help I can get. Alright, Path Companion. What's your next move then? Came here to help after all. Check on the stream real quick, since the screen is dark. Okay, still working. And now for that action sequence I was talking about last stream. The over-the-top, fucking totally Matrix inspired action sequence. It's gonna start now or pretty soon. It's pretty epic, I still remember how it goes mostly. It's a crazy ass fight. Showing off what they can do in cutscenes in this game, obviously. And yeah, that's all of our allies, they're dead. Oh my god, that's morbid. He's being carried by... Oh, he's dead as hell. Oh, shit! Does he have a Mega Man gun on his hand? Yeah, well, he's dead. Not quite, but something similar. Move! Or not. Yep, this is it. Big ass fight incoming. You don't want to miss this one. The best scene in this entire video, as most have called it. 6-hour video. 7 hours, actually. And who's this asshole who almost shot us? Tried to do this. Looks like Darth Vader or something. The music sounds like it too. Oh, snap! Look how they all showed up to help us too. Everyone we met so far. Damn! This is amazing. Barely hear the guy. He just called in a fucking airstrike on us. Short and sweet. No, short but sweet, I should say. Yeah, that was, poor Pathfinder got fucked up, but... Thancred, Ida, Papalimo, and you still all showed up to help. That was a pretty epic fight they had with him. Mr. Darth Vader knockoff. I mean, he fought pretty well, didn't he? Believe thyself. Believe thy strength. Know thyself. Know thy weakness. Thou art alone, one amongst many. The land is alone, one star in the void. In a sea of many. See through the lies. See beyond the words of deceivers. Follow the truth. Follow the whispers of verity. Protect that which must be. Destroy that which must not. Did he say not? Yeah. I almost didn't catch that last word. For calamity draws nigh. The end is upon thee. Excuse me. What are they, brainwashing kids? Kill the tribes. Yep, they are. Kill their gods. Kill the tribes. Before the land doth perish. Great, they successfully brainwashed a bunch of kids. The fancy looking airship they have. Encrypted! Are we back in the present now? After we got blown the fuck up by an airstrike? And somehow lived? Are you alright? Can you talk? Well, it looks like we both made it out alive. Somehow. Thank you for watching after me. You guys really saved our asses. Wait. I have seen you before. Papa Limo and... Ida, right? Did you come to raise your swords against the Empire? This is following the if you started your character in Gridania storyline, so I'm guessing that's why we're talking to them, and not Thancred or Ystova. There is much you have yet to do. The Garleans can wait. Come to tell us we gotta go get stronger before we can fight them? Is it that old storyline trope? Are you saying I must not attempt to save Eorzea from the Empire? How can you save anything if you know not your own strength? Yep, that's classic, that's what's happening. It's like halfway through Mega Man 8. I am fully aware of my strength, or as you would imply, my lack of it. But that is why I have tried to find people who can help me and whom I can help. So speaks the child of Ala Mhigo. Yet you have also been blessed, been woken. If you would only seek the one who gave you that power, you would be granted so much more. And it is for this that... It is... Sorry. And it is for this that we will continue to search. We will continue to search. For the one who gave us the blessing. Wait! And they're gone. Is it gods that they seek? Or something more? Something bigger? Think it's 12, you're alive. Where's Path Companion? You need not worry, Tataru. I received a call earlier. He spoke of coming here to have one of us tend to his wounds. However, I insisted he visit one of the established leeches in town first. I also heard what happened to the Resistance, and how they will not be sending parties south any longer. There is even talk of disbanding. They're giving up. After that horrible defeat. Do you see, Encrypted? Even those who claimed to understand that which they faced were unable to withstand the sheer power of the Empire. That was pretty fucked up how that dude was, he was holding up the guy's body and trotting him forward like this. And the dude was just like hanging limp off his sword, the tip of his sword. That was fucked up. And then his fucking Mega Man gun, pew. Shot the shit out of Path Companion and then almost us too. These scenes were intense. You gotta give him that. And until we can find someone or something that will allow us to match the Empire's strength, we are but flies buzzing about a chocobo, a nuisance but far from a threat. Nice metaphor. Or analogy, actually. If only the city-states and beast tribes would set aside their differences and unite as one, then perhaps we would have a chance. What the hell is that thing? Oh, I see. This is one of those nightmares, isn't it? This scene is explained in the documentary. This is one of many scenes. I don't like this. Just got stabbed. A gun on a spear. Like a gun on a sword. You fell off the bed, fool. Dalamud is what this little chapter's called. Now we're on career opportunities. So that chapter was super short for a reason. I think I might have to end the stream here. That'll be a good cliffhanger. Yeah, we're at 4 hours. Yeah, I'll stop here. But so that super short scene we saw just now, which was its own chapter called Dalamud. That was a nightmare your character was having, as you saw, the way they woke up. But that wasn't triggered just by doing a main scenario quest. Rather, after you made enough progression, when you log out and you're in the little hotel room you get, and you log back in, instead of your character just waking up like they always do, stretching and getting up off the bed, and then you start playing, that could have a random chance of occurring. You would see a scene like that, which is basically your character having a nightmare, which is a premonition of the future, obviously. But that's all you get, just a vague nightmare like that. Showed everyone you knew dead. And then, you know, you get killed and you wake up. Now, I don't think we're going to be seeing... I could be speaking ahead of time here. Actually, I'll wait. I'll wait until I'm actually sure. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, there you go. So, that's as far as we go for now. Tomorrow we'll definitely finish this. Within the first, hour or two. And then we'll go into what happens after. But, that's it for me for now. I'm, quite satisfied with the progress. But also really tired and ready to take a break. And go relax for the rest of the evening. So, yeah, I'm done for the night. So, as always, folks, I appreciate, all of you coming to watch. I appreciate the views, subscribes and follows on YouTube and Twitch, respectively. As always, please look after yourselves. Stay safe out there. Look after each other. And until next we meet, please have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Until next time, peace. Good shit. I like where this is going. And I'm remembering more and more where it's going, too. And I'm just like... It's about to get really good. Stay tuned, y'all.